Welcome back to Elite Dangerous, everybody. I am RestlessCorpse, and I am going to just ramble at you for like 10 or 15 minutes. So I've been working really hard to get myself ready for PAX. And what that entails is like trying to sit down and have enough time to record enough that will get me not only through this next week, but the week I'll be gone, because I'm leaving next Tuesday. So obviously that has kind of meant lately that, you know, what you guys have noticed is that I haven't been getting out very many videos other than the No Man's Sky stuff. And the reason the No Man's Sky stuff is out is because I've played it a lot, because, you know, right when it came out I wanted to play it a whole bunch, but waiting for the game for years. So I have a lot of like pre-recorded stuff for that, which I'm sending out on a daily basis. But it's hard to find enough time to record new stuff. Even the Elite Dangerous stuff where, you know, I just ramble at you for like 15-20 minutes. Those are proven difficult just because I don't have the time. Obviously all of that will change when I get back from PAX and settle back into a new, like the usual routine. But it just so happens that tonight I found a little bit of time, so I'm going to record this. I don't know if I have enough time to record like Darkest Dungeon and Duskers, because those are longer episodes. But I'm going to see what I can do, because it's still relatively early. It's only like 11:30, so I might be able to do that. I've got to edit tomorrow's episode of No Man's Sky. I've got to edit this one. And obviously I have to finish recording it. So I might have a little bit of time. But tomorrow, guys, which is going to be today for you guys, I'm going to probably spend all day recording and getting stuff together. Now, technically, if I want to make it easier on myself, I'll record enough episodes for these next 2 weeks. But that's a lot of time, especially since some of the series that I have are, you know, half an hour series. And I don't even know if I have enough No Man's Sky for that either. But I wanted to kind of talk about No Man's Sky because I think it's kind of funny how the series itself hasn't caught up, because, like I said, I've got a whole bunch of pre-recorded episodes. But I'm at the point in No Man's Sky where I've got, you know, the best size multi-tool and the highest number of inventory slots, and now I have the best size ship that I can get. And what that kind of turns No Man's Sky into is essentially this. Like, I'll be just flying from, you know, jumping from system to system on the way to the center of the galaxy. And that kind of shows a problem with the game. Now, the game is great. I'm enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it, even though I've played it a ridiculous amount. But there's no reason for money anymore now that I've got, you know, the best ship and the best inventory and the best multi-tool. There's really no reason to check planets for resources, because I don't need resources anymore. There's nothing left to craft because I've got all the modules that I need and both the multi-tool on the ship. I mean, it's essentially turning into like a lore thing. And the problem with the game, and this is what I was talking about just a second ago, the actual problem with No Man's Sky is that you can do everything on your starting planet. You can, I mean, the planets are big enough and they're generated in such a way that there's an infinite amount of like monoliths or settlements or outposts or trading posts or crashed ships that, and I've heard people do this. You can get the best stuff on your first planet and have no reason to ever land on another planet again. Now, that's kind of it's a major design flaw in the game, to be honest. What they should have done was make it so that you could only find, you know, up to a certain tier until you get closer to the center. And I really have no clue at all why they didn't do that. Because the game simply turns into just this, like jumping from system to system until you get to the center, you know? And I'm sorry, but Elite does that better. Now, in my playthrough, even though that's all I've got left to do is get to the center, I'm still going to be jumping. You know, I still have like the Atlas stuff. I haven't found all of the Atlas interfaces, and I haven't found all of the lore and stuff like that. But To be honest, I could just drop down, like if it's a Gek system, I could drop down on one planet and find all of the Gek lore. And then when I end up in a, these are kind of cool planets, but yeah. When I end up in a Vakeen system, I could do the same thing. Drop down on one planet and just spend hours and hours and hours on one planet getting all the Vakeen lore, and then go into a Korvax system and do the same thing. And then there will be nothing left to do but just jump from system to system and land on planets and discover them. The problem with it is, and I don't want to, this is not a review, guys. This is just me kind of venting about the game, because I absolutely love the game. The game is great, but it does have its flaws. Now, I've been watching a lot of videos of like things that were cut out of the game. What the is that? I believe that's a T-Tari. Things that are cut out of the game. I've been seeing, you know, like a lot of the E3 videos that when it was announced, and like videos that Sean Murray showed off in interviews and things like that. And the game is completely different. And I understand all of the hate that the game is getting, and Hello Games in general. The difference with me and that kind of stuff is, you got to look at the game that you've been given. There's no use getting upset that it's not the game you were showed. Just look at the game that you actually have. And if that game is fun, then cool. If the game is not fun, then you can start thinking about how it could have been fun if if we were given all the things that we were promised. For me, I'm still having fun with the game. Do I wish that it had all of the stuff in it? Yes, I absolutely do, because it would have been fucking amazing. But the fact that it doesn't change the fact that I still absolutely love the game. Now, a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, you're just defending them," and you're, there's things that people have been saying since the dawn of this era of gaming, where oh, you're just defending your purchase. You're just salty that you spent this money, so you're lying to yourself to justify your purchase. And look, I absolutely enjoy the game. It's fun. Could it have been better? It could have been way better. If we had everything that we were promised, then it would have been, to be honest, it probably would have been, at this moment, if it had all that stuff, it probably would have been the game to kill Elite. Fortunately for Elite, it did not have that stuff. And by the time it does, Elite's probably going to have all kinds of new stuff. And, that's important. But the fact remains, going into the game now, what I have to record going forward is it makes me laugh, kind of, because I'll be playing two very different games but doing exactly the same thing in those games. So it's kind of weird. But anyway, this is going to be one of my shorter videos, guys, because I just wanted to let you guys know, give you kind of an update about what's going on. I also wanted to just make sure that I got a video up for the fans that I have that only watch Elite, because I don't want to single you guys out and give you nothing to watch if you don't like watching the other stuff. But like I said, tomorrow I'm going to work on getting a lot of stuff recorded so that I don't have these gaps, because the gaps. And you may say, there's a lot of people when I talk about stuff like this who are like, "Oh, you don't owe us anything, and you just get what you can get done, and we enjoy whatever." And that's totally cool. I absolutely appreciate you guys. But for my own sanity and sense of accomplishment and whatnot, I need to get videos out. That's my whole point. It also doesn't help the channel grow when there are large gaps in the series. So I appreciate you guys telling me that I don't need to bust my ass, but I need to bust my ass. Anyway, guys, that is all the time I've got for this episode. Now, as you guys can see, I don't know why I opened the system map. As you guys can see, I'm literally just almost halfway. So I'm going to get there. Hopefully I get there before whatever is here is done, though, or I'm going to feel like I kind of failed. But I'm going to be working on it, because like I said, I'm going to be spending my days off now recording. Whereas generally what I'll do is I'll wake up, I'll watch some videos, and it kind of makes me feel like I'm wasting the day, you know what I mean? So I'm going to make a conscious effort. It's going to be time to record and edit and upload. Anyway, if you like this video, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos of Elite Dangerous or any of the other videos that I've done, go to that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, throw it down in the comments or hit me up on Twitter. That is @RestlessCorpse. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Eject. 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 Eject.